called me bombed in Vegas.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. But let's regular studs, all right?
Yes.
Regular studs.
Okay, folks, we knew this was going to blow up in our face. When we started this bit 2 weeks ago, we knew that eventually management would have a major problem with us. And we did it anyway because we thought it was good.
Right.
And, for being yelled at off the air for 5 minutes is always worth having 6 or 7 good hours on the air.
We think so, and we also believe, Conway and I believe, that it's much easier to get forgiveness than permission. So that's another kind of fundamental tenet of the production of this show.
Right. And Jack Silver, our program director, has beat that into us.
Yeah.
It's always easier to get forgiveness.
Well, he wants us to get permission before forgiveness.
Put some headphones on, bitch.
Hey.
We believe that forgiveness comes easier than permission, so we do what the F we want, and if it upsets somebody, it upsets somebody. I've alienated myself here at the station in the...
With almost everybody.
Not almost everybody. Don't make it worse than it is. With a few key players, and I don't give an F. I really don't. Honest to Christ, I don't care. It's like it's like the WWE around here.
Right.
Some people are having a battle, and some people are foes.
Yeah, but you know what? When I'm listening to a radio station, and I've been a big fan of talk radio for 25 years, when I hear radio personalities talk about other radio personalities, especially on their own station, and go after them, there's nothing more entertaining on the planet.
Yeah, and you don't hear it often.
No, because everyone is so afraid to do it.
This is really the only station. I mean, Likas did an entire hour where all he did was attack me and suggest that I have limited talent and that I'm unfunny when I impersonate him.
Right.
Do you think management told Tom Likas that he owes me an apology? Of course not.
No.
They let him do it.
Right.
But they'll send me an email saying, cut down on the Tom.
Right.
They have their favorites. It's like school. It's like the 5th grade here. Everybody knows who the teachers' pets are.
Well, we've been a target, and rightfully so. I mean, listen, if we can dish it out, we can certainly take it.
I
remember when Steckler and I used to work at the station with Doug Steckler, and we got fired over something. It was a contractual issue. And
God damn it!
Dougie, please.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, we got fired, and Jack Silver's running a promo. Thank God those two idiots are gone. Now, Ed Till. Come on, everybody.
Serious?
Yeah, well, you heard it, Dougie. Come on, everybody. Ed Till. Come on, everybody. Ed Till, right?
Ooh.
Steckler blew up, right? He calls me up. He goes, and went absolutely crazy with the, God damn it, and I'm crazy, and sons of bitches. He went, yes. He went nuts.
Well, I understand that.
And I said, Doug, listen, we dished it out for a year. We should be able to take it. He says, yeah, I guess you're right. What the hell? But it's amazing how sensitive people are. If Danny Bonaducci and Adam Carolla went on the air every day and said, this show, the Conway and Whitman show, sucks, I wouldn't give a rat's ass.
Right, it would be...
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really,
Danny, clear your throat, buddy.
Yeah.
It would be fine. It would be fine. Look, when Tom Likas does an entire hour about how untalented I am
right.
For cities across America on a national show, I laughed. I said, okay, go for it. And then we came on the air, and I gave my side of the story.
Right.
What the hell did he even say?
Well, what he said, Danny, is he said that Brian Whitman, when he imitates me, has no material. He needs jokes.
Really?
Yes, and I went on the air, Bonaducci, and said, I've been doing this since I'm 13 years old. I don't need lessons on how to do impressions from a guy who's never done one.
Really?
Yes. You like that, Carolla? Yeah, I told him, man.
All right. Anyway, so in the past, and it seems like it's all happened in the last year, so maybe, we are to blame for some of it. But
boy.
In the past year, we've had 3 people at the station who work on the air email Jack Silver and tell us to stop doing such and such on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, do you know who they are?
Tom Likas is one.
He's one of them.
Who would be the other? Well, there's the latest, which we're going to talk about in a moment, right?
Okay, but the one in between. Actually, the initial one. This even came before Likas.
Was it about me?
No, it was about both of us.
Stop doing, not about...
It's something we weren't doing that they wanted us to do.
I don't remember, dude.
All right. Maybe I didn't tell you about this, but John Boyle from the John and Jeff Show.
Oh, we'd use his last name.
No. He had a conversation with Jack saying we weren't promoting their show when we were done, remember?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we have John and Jeff in here for a couple of minutes.
And that's great.
Yeah, and it's fun.
But I don't understand why people don't come directly to us. I don't know why they have to go through Jack Silver. I don't understand it.
Rocking the third shift. So John Boyle was the first to be offended.
Then Tom Likas.
Right, and now
we've got the latest. I woke up this morning and got an email, a series of emails. And I should probably pull those up so I could read those to you. Maybe, I don't even think I have them anymore.
You know what I hate? I hate a series of emails. I hate an email trail. I just hate that.
Why is that?
Everybody's chiming in. Everybody's got 2 cents to add like they're so goddamn important. This is what I think.
All right. Here's what happened. This all started when you and this started 2 weeks ago. I was sitting in bed with my wife. And it happened to be early in the morning. It was around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
You started it.
And, yeah, this is true. I did start it. I will take full credit for this. And I was listening to Adam Carolla and Danny Bonaducci, all right? And Adam Carolla would say something, and which my wife and I would laugh about. And then Danny would say something like, that's sort of killed the joke. The joke was over, and he came in and trampled on it.
Right.
And I said, maybe we'll take some of those clips and play them on the air. Here's an example of it. We're not going to play a bunch of them because we've been yelled at for doing this.
And it became a game.
Yeah, but here's an example of will Danny Bonaducci kill it? And we can't do that anymore.
Well, I don't know about that. The name of the game is Will Danny Kill It? And we play a clip, and Tim stops the audio, and the listener says, yes, Danny will kill it, or no, Danny won't kill it. Usually they say he will. We play the rest of the clip, and usually...
I'm sorry. Here's how the bit goes. Here is the setup by Adam Carolla, and then we'll play the Danny Bonaducci response.
I've got wood.
Okay, here we go.
See, not many people have the ability to bore people about their passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that were once passionate about something, like pig ears, even Huel can bore them on their own passion and their own topic. You hear them in the background like, okay.
Yeah, it'd be like,
let's wrap it up.
Okay. All right, so that's the big setup.
Right. Now the question becomes, will Danny kill it?
All right. Now, for people who weren't listening, we're going to play the setup again, because I know people are like, wait a minute, I didn't get it. What's going on? Here's the setup by Adam Carolla.
See, not many people have the ability to bore people about their passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that were once passionate about something, like pig ears, even Huel can bore them on their own passion and their own topic. You hear them in the background like, okay.
yeah, it'd be like,
let's wrap it up.
Okay, and here's Danny's response.
you like sex with more than one woman at a time?
I don't know why I get such a kick out of that, but I do. All right,
good stuff.
No,
listen. You know what? And then I get a chain of emails today. It starts off with one of Danny Bonaducci's like world class famous lawyers. Right?
An attorney.
An attorney gets involved.
Oh Christ!
And the attorney emails Danny Bonaducci and said, hey, the stupidity of Conway and Whitman, did you hear what they're doing?
Oh, real nice.
They come on at night, and they play a bit of Adam Carolla, then they ask if you'll kill it, and they give away a prize. Danny responds, I don't know what this is, I'll look into it, and sends it to Jack Silver. Jack Silver, the program director, emails me and says, hey, Friday's show was textbook great. It was the relationship between Viragosa and the chick over at...
right, Marthala Salinas.
Yeah, Marthala Salinas.
Telemundo.
Then it was reviewing CDs. He goes, leave the morning show out of it.
Right. Does he tell Frosty, Heidi, and Frank that?
I don't know. He tells us that.
Well, he doesn't tell them that.
Well, he tells us that.
Well, maybe he should be consistent.
Okay. So now I look at the chain of letters, and I realize, wait a minute, this is Adam's divorce attorney who is ratting us out.
Or Danny's divorce attorney.
Oh, what did I say?
Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. You said Adam's divorce attorney.
I'm sorry.
Right. Adam's happily married. Whoops.
Maybe this is Adam's future divorce attorney. But right now, he's only Danny's current
divorce
attorney. I apologize to Adam. He's got a great marriage, great kids. I didn't know anything about
and the lovely Mrs. Carolla.
Yeah, she's the best. She really is. All right, so I wanted to invite this guy in here. His name is Adam Sachs, Adam Michael Sachs, and he's an advertiser on the station for a full disclosure, and ask him what the hell this man was thinking. Adam, how are you, sir?
I'm great.
All
great
right.
to be with you guys.
Now, why would you...
Why are you such a killjoy?
Why would you do this?
I'm protective of Danny. It's obvious to me. He's my client. He means a lot to me. And you guys we're trashing him. I can't let that go unnoticed.
I'm telling you that we're not trashing him. Let me give you an example. Were you a fan of the Three Stooges?
Absolutely.
Okay. I think most guys are. 95% of guys love the Three Stooges. 95% of women hate the Three Stooges. All right? I don't know why, but that's like a confirmed stat.
I never heard that breakdown before.
I don't know a chick on the planet who said, oh, by the way, I got a great Three Stooges collection.
Yeah, actually, think about it. In the past, I've never seen a woman laugh at the Three Stooges.
I haven't either.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I've never seen a guy not laugh at it.
Right.
So the Three Stooges, for some of you youngsters out there were three clowns that walked around beating the hell out of each other all day.
They were on TV. They were very funny.
Yeah, Mo was the quarterback, and the other two were getting their ass kicked or humiliated all effing day.
Right. Basically, Tim is Mo, Jerry Wachowski is Shemp, and I'm Curly.
Okay, all right. And anyway, so if in the Three Stooges, if Larry and Curly were to call MGM or whoever was producing the series.
Right.
I said, you know what? I'm tired of Mo hitting me. I'm tired of him poking my eyes out and giving me the whoop, 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 the whole deal. I'm tired of it. I've had enough. I want to be treated as an equal. They'd say, get the F out of here.
You're not an equal. That's the bit.
That's the bit. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you that Johnny Carson has his Ed McMahon, and I think Adam Carolla and Danny Bonaducci have different senses of humor. Now, I happen to be a big fan of Carolla's. Adam Sachs here, Danny's lawyer, happens to be a huge fan of Danny Bonaducci.
Well, look, if you were Danny Bonaducci's lawyer, you'd be a big fan of Danny Bonaducci, too. I like Danny Bonaducci. I think he's funny on the air. I love Adam Carolla. I think he's very funny. But here's the amazing thing. We're doing a radio show at night. You're a big, probably Beverly Hills type attorney. You're driving around. You hear our show. You send an email to Danny. The subject line, I take offense. The stupidity of Conway and Whitman. You get it sent to our manager, to our program director, just like it's like typical attorney stuff. You know what I mean?
What are you saying? Danny's a sacred cow? I mean, seriously.
Well, no, you're acting like Danny's a sacred cow. I mean,
No.
you can't have any fun at Danny's expense.
I think he's really funny, and I think he's great. He's brilliant, and he saved the Adam Carolla show, let's face it, okay?
Oh, well, I'm going to stop you right there, counselor.
Okay, all right, now I'm in trouble.
No, I'm going to stop you
There
right
goes the sacred cow thing again.
I'm going to stop you right there and tell you that some people might not agree with that. And a lot of people might agree with it. So the point that so the fact that you just stated could be tabled for debate.
Okay, I'll debate it with you.
Right.
No, I don't want to debate it with you because it's not a necessary debate to have on the air. But if all those things are true, and I agree with you that he's very funny and all of that, he's a big boy. He can take it. If I can take Tom Leykis spending an hour on a national show talking about what a hack I am, well, then Danny can take a little ribbing. Everybody can take a little ribbing. We're all one big happy family. Everyone can.
Or one big dysfunctional family.
Right.
So the bit was that here Adam Carolla says this hilarious thing,
Right.
and then every time Danny ruins it. And you actually
You're picking
pull
up
out
on
and
it.
edited.
You would win a prize.
Yeah, but yeah, what, 10 examples of it? And you
No,
have people
we got-
What do you
calling
want?
in?
You want
We
wing
have-
nuts?
we
You
have-
won something. You
we
just
have
won something. You
More
want wing
than 10
nuts?
examples a day.
I didn't know what to think of him when I first met him. I'm talking about Danny. And he.
You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know patterns.
Oh, okay, fine. I mean, I've seen all kinds of clients, but I really came to know the guy, and he's an incredibly funny guy. He's incredibly hardworking. He wakes up every day at like 4 in the morning.
I agree with all of that.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I'm just telling you that I can't believe that we have to sit there and be told by management all the time, stop this, stop that, don't do this, don't do that.
Nice job, retards.
Yeah,
thanks, Adam. The amazing thing is, Danny Bonaducci, and you know him, Adam, you're his attorney. He's a nice guy. Nice guys. Danny Bonaducci is like a knock-around nice guy. This isn't going to make him mad. This isn't going to...
He doesn't give a rat's ass. By the way, it's great publicity for the show. Now people who never heard the Adam Carolla show with Danny Bonaducci tune in to see if they can identify a clip that we might play at night.
I think we're taking this all wrong.
And furthermore,
this is a good thing, right?
It's a great thing.
And furthermore, you're an attorney. Where the F do you come off as a radio expert?
Well, it didn't offend me. I mean, whatever. He's my client. I'm mandated by law to defend him and protect him zealously.
In a divorce proceeding.
Yeah, but I got to know the guy. That's the problem.
Right,
I got emotionally involved, you see?
All right.
What did you say, you sacrilegious bastard?
You should never get emotionally involved with your client's counselor.
I know it. You can't help it. He grows on you.
Let's talk to Jack Silver, the program director. Jack, you're on your own station.
Conway and Whitman, look at you, Scott.
Look at
Jack
you, dude.
Silver, the architect of 97.1 Free FM.
Yes. All right, now, Jack.
I don't like to boast.
Okay, I have not talked to you personally about this bid. Is that correct?
You have not.
Okay. And by the way, and I'll just go on to say this, and then we'll have a discussion with Jack Silver. But my relationship with Jack Silver out of the station is wildly different than in the station.
Yeah.
In the station, it's very adversarial, and he's called me a mother effer, a sea sucker. He's run the gamut with me. There's no.
Put some headphones on, your house.
He's come to my house personally to yell at me, knocked on my door. I was in my underpants, and he walked in and yelled at me while I was in my underpants. Mm-hmm. Bob Moore since has told him that that's not CBS policy.
That's not policy, Jack, to go to Talon's apartment in your boxers.
I've been disciplining Tim Conway Jr. for almost 10 years.
Isn't that right?
Saturday, August 11th, will be my 10-year anniversary.
Wow, dude. That's unreal.
Because we got to move on.
All right, I know. But anyway, so over the weekend, I'll call Jack. We'll hit at a bar and, get drunk, whatever. And we never talk about the radio business. Very rarely do we even mention it.
Right.
So it's two different worlds. Mm-hmm. So that's why I can have this discussion with him on the air. Now, you've heard the bit that we do. Will Danny Bonaducci kill the joke?
Will Danny kill it?
Okay. Here's an example of that. All right. Here's the setup, and then we'll ask you if Danny Bonaducci will kill it.
I cannot believe you guys are playing it
Basically,
again.
Jack's going to play. But what's going to happen here? Jack's the contestant.
Okay.
Jack, don't listen to this.
Here we go.
This is Mr. Mister, as opposed to the bar Port Bill was at last night, Mr. Fister.
Okay. Now, see, that's the end of the joke. Mr. Fister is the end of the joke, and that's where the laughs come in. And you don't try to iron that shirt anymore. The wrinkles are gone.
You know what, Jack? You don't gild the lily. You know that.
But Danny's the sidekick.
All right, now here's Danny's response to it. All right, play the whole thing for you. Here we go.
This is Mr. Mister, as opposed to the bar Port Bill was at last night, Mr. Fister.
And his favorite band from the 80s, Twisted Fister.
No, by the way, he kept the conversation moving forward. I have a major problem with what you guys are talking about because, Adam, I know you're an attorney, and I appreciate that. I think Danny has been an amazing addition on that morning show.
That's what Adam said.
Damn straight. And I know Jack Silver, by the way, and the man's a real professional. That's right, Jack.
Stop
Say
kissing.
it again.
Yeah, stop kissing.
But
come on, everybody! It's the Jack Silver Show.
Jack, listen, I disagree with not allowing the people on the air to talk about other shows. I think it can't get more interesting than a morning show talking about the afternoon or evening or vice versa.
Well, if I had my way, I'd rather you talk positively about that morning show instead of that kind of.
I think we do.
All the time we do.
We always say that that both of us think Adam Carolla is the funniest guy in the entertainment
and we
business.
also like Danny when he was on K-Cal with us.
Yes.
You were over there, Jack. We were very good. We love Danny.
And the promotion that we're given to that morning show it's immeasurable in dollars and cents.
All right, well, I do appreciate the promotion, and that's all good.
You got it.
I don't have a thing either way. I forwarded that email to you. If you want to get all defensive about it, then feel free. I know you're a little uptight, Tim. You got a lot going on, a lot of pressure. You're a pressure cooker in there. But I prefer, just that bit's cool. What the hell did Danny Bonaducci say? Let's try that. Maybe we do that on Thursday.
Well, how about this?
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting to the audience that we put on the shelf Jesse Jackson and replace it with what the hell did Danny Bonaducci say?
What did you say, you sacrilegious
now we're
bastard?
talking.
Because we know what
That's
Danny
brilliant?
says.
No, that's not stupid.
No, it's not a question of what he said. It's a question of would he kill Adam's run? That's the whole.
And Jack, I did the announcer. Jack, I did the.
Trying to have a little dinner over at Carmine's in the West Side.
Well, you're always eating at nice places. I mean, Jack, we don't feel sorry for you. You have nice dinners every night. And I did the announcer. I do. Will Danny kill it? Come on, Jack. We're trying.
It's a funny bit, and if Danny has a problem with it, then we'll stop doing it. But we haven't heard from him. He doesn't care.
He's been a great addition to that morning show.
Right. I believe you told me on the phone the other day that he's Employee of the Year.
By leaps and bounds, Brian. You should only have this attendance record.
Right.
Really?
The guy, really? Yeah, the guy shows up for work every day.
What the hell do you even say?
He's talking about your attendance record. All right, but listen to this one. Here's another quick one. You tell me whether it's cool or not. Here we go.
Listen, I bring home the bacon, and I expect this and that. And she'd say, I bring home the bacon, too. And I'd say, you bring home the bacos.
Right.
I bring home the little bits and pieces of simulated bacon. I bring home the actual Canadian stuff.
Sorry, comparatively speaking, she brings home sausages.
Oh, that's a good line.
It's a funny bit.
That's funny, man. I'm sorry. It's funny. The guy's hilarious.
Hey, listen, my sausage and peppers
All
are
right.
cold.
All right, buddy. All right. So we'll continue until Danny personally threatens to sue us.
All right, very good.
Okay. All right. There he goes. All right. There he goes.
Is that a tolerant boss or what? I mean, seriously, you got to love the guy.
See, this is so great. And I got to give myself a lot of credit here. I don't normally do this.
I was about to give you credit, so you do it.
Okay. If I were to call Jack Silver today at 3 o'clock in his office, when that sun comes in, and he's got to put the blinds down because he's hotter than hell, and he's sweating, he's got a kid going to college, it's going to cost him $200,000.
Yep.
And he just hates everybody. Mm-hmm. He would say to me, you play another one of those bits, I'll effing drive to the valley and slit your throat. Right? When he's out drinking, having a good time, having a great meal in front of his face,
Carmine's or wherever he is.
doesn't care. And that's how you get the That's how you get the
you grease the wheel that way.
Yeah, you grease the wheel, and you also get the ability to continue the bit. Now I think we have permission.
We do have permission, although we have an attorney sitting here, which is kind of odd that Danny Bonaducci's attorney is here. Now, Counselor, one question for you, sir. Does your client, Mr. Bonaducci, know that you're here representing him tonight on the air?
I don't think I'm representing him. Oh, my God.
All right, I'm going to play one for you, Counselor. And you tell me...
We should call Danny. Wait a second. Why are we talking about this?
Does he? He doesn't know you're here, does he?
I don't think so, no.
All right. I'm going to play you a bit, and then you know what we should do? We should have you in here every Wednesday, and you explain Danny's comments. Okay? All right. We're going to ask you to do that right now. We're going to play Adam's comment, and then we're going to ask you to explain Danny's response.
Right. You tell us why it's funny and how it's funny.
And this is from the bit that you guys aren't supposed to do anymore now, right?
No. We just got permission to do it again.
You know what this is, Barrister? This is the logical follow-up to you establishing yourself as a comedy critic. My friend. Tim, roll it.
Okay, here we go.
I hand you a bag. It has 3 or 4 doorknobs in it. You're going to walk over to your truck, throw it in the back of your truck, and take off. One of them gets behind your truck. You back over it. There's no other ones. There's no other sign of anything else. So somehow one jumped the bag, and then he ran over it in his truck. Maybe it was just a subtle FU to the ace man.
All right. And Danny's response?
Or a Hansel and Gretel move so he could get back home by his trail of doorknobs.
All right, I didn't need that crash at the end. That was funny, man.
Counselor.
He's talking about dropping the doorknobs,
Counselor, you're out of order.
Tell us really what made it funny. Uninterrupted, please. Take a moment.
He dropped the doorknobs, right? And this is the same thing Hansel and Gretel did to find their way back to their home from the witch's house or whatever, the breadcrumbs.
Interesting insights, Bonaducci.
Hey, Bonaducci just pulled it out, man, right there. That's hard to do.
What up, homie?
Right. Do you have, Counselor, any issue with the pronunciation Hansel as opposed to Hansel? Do you have anything to say about that, Counselor?
No, nothing against the Germans,
All right, let's ask the audience. They decide. Do we keep doing it or do we shut it down? It's Will Danny Kill the Bit?
Will Danny kill it?
520-9710 and 888-520-9710. We have Danny Bonaducci's attorney with us.
Who's eager to call his client. He wants to call Danny.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he does want to do that.
All right, then we may call Mr. Bonaducci himself to the stand, and it might be
trying to decide if that's a bad idea.
Adam Michael Sachs' first witness. It is the Conway and Whitman Show. We're live on 97.1 Free FM.
Come on, everybody. It's the Jack Silver Show. The genius who created FM talk. Don't you know? Come on, everybody. It's the Jack Silver Show. Me, me, me. I'm the genius.
Nice job, retards.
Danny! I'm a has-been still.
He's the man
Dynamite!
with red hair, freckles, and bedazzled girly pants.
I bedazzled those front pockets myself.
Danny! Oh, ha, ha, ha.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It seems like we're obsessed with this Danny Bonaducci. It's just that it doesn't happen to be anywhere near the truth.
No, it just so happened that we stumbled upon, Tim had a great idea for a new contest on the show called Will Danny Kill It, where we play a clip from the Corolla morning show and we stop the tape and we ask the listener if Danny will kill it. And then Danny makes a comment, and if the listener's right, if Danny kills it or if he doesn't kill it, the listener gets a prize.
By the way, you're listening to the Conway and Whitman Show. I failed to do that.
All right. So we have in here now before us, which is kind of odd, Danny Bonaducci's attorney.
Right. Who has made the first step to writing an injunction on this program here in Danny's behalf. Is that correct?
I don't remember
Barrister?
that sounds a little strange.
All right.
Well, he sent an email, this Adam Sachs, a divorce attorney, suddenly he's a radio critic, sent an email to Jack Silver or to Danny about the stupidity of Conway and Whitman. Now, stupid is a strong word. Do you stand by that? Do you think we're stupid?
I love you guys.
He
Now that
likes
I've
this
met
show.
you guys are great. I've been a big fan
What
of the
did
show.
you
Come
say,
on.
you sacrilegious bastard?
Hey,
Easy,
that's your
Danny.
lawyer. That's your lawyer.
That
Easy.
hurts. That hurts.
All right, this is an example of the bit. Will Danny kill it? And let's see if, let's just take a random call here. Matt in San Diego, would you like to play?
Hey, dude, look at you, man.
All right.
at you,
You
Matty,
ready to
man.
play? You know how to play the game, right?
Yes.
All right, we'll play you an Adam clip, and then we'll ask you if Danny will kill it. Here we go.
Okay.
Here's where you need to go. You need to go to a place that snows for college. There'll be
chain,
some
yeah.
boozing, but there'll also be some studying. Don't send them to Arizona State. Don't send them to
go to Hawaii.
Santa Barbara. Don't send them to Hawaii. Don't send them to any of those.
All right, will Danny kill it?
Yes, they'll kill it.
Here we go.
UC Arctica.
There you go. Congratulations. Rick Dees is here to tell you what you won, Rick.
Well, congratulations. And by the way, where are you kissing right now?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where are you kissing right now, Matt?
Kissing San Diego.
That is great. It is America's finest city. How about a pair of tickets to Bobby Slayton, the Pitbull of comedy?
All right.
It's live at the brand new Night Owl showroom in Hooters, Las Vegas. Go to HootersCasinoHotel.com for all the info. This is Kiss FM.
All right, that guy Matt wins those tickets.
Was that Paul Abdul? What was that?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. One step forward and
2 steps back.
three pills
God.
back. All right.
The thing about this guy, okay, he's a child actor, right?
Who?
Danny Bonaducci.
Oh, I'm sorry.
okay?
Right, your client.
Nobody's questioning how nice the dude is.
I'm not talking about nice.
And nobody's questioning that the guy has made a lot of money being very successful in radio.
But the second thing, the lightning striking twice. Imagine that. I mean, broke for years, and then he makes it again in his 40s. That's something special. That's hard to do.
All right, real quickly, off topic, because we got to take a break. How long is the Phil Spector jury out for? Do they just take a vote in the box, or do they actually go to the jury room to vote for this guy?
I think they're going to deliberate, obviously. It's going to take a while. It's a complicated case.
And it doesn't look good for him, does it?
The insult of the OJ thing is that they made their verdict in 2 hours and 10 minutes or something ridiculous.
Right.
That was like after a year of a trial, they just walked in and voted once and came out and found him not guilty. I think in Spector's case, with respect to how complicated it is, but it's pretty preposterous. I mean, she came over his house and it was so upsetting that she committed suicide.
Yeah, I don't.
Tough.
It doesn't add up. But you know what? It's amazing, and I think the most amazing thing in the last year we've learned about the whole Phil Spector deal is that this guy, he's walking around with this, space helmet wig on.
He's got that crazy hair.
And
he's one of those creative people, so we got to give him a lot of leeway.
I know, but he's walking around with the space helmet wig, and he's getting hot chicks back at the house.
Yeah, how about that? I mean, as I said to you last week, buddy, he's accomplished everything he could possibly want to accomplish in his career.
20 years ago.
Right, but still, I mean, he's done it all.
And he pulled a gun on Lenny Kravitz, right? So that's okay.
He's got a mansion. He's got a hot blonde at his house. How do you F this up? Really?
How is a gun even introduced?
Right, how do you screw that up?
He had a gun fetish. I mean, let's face it, he was into guns for a long time. But we're supposed to believe that she has her purse over her shoulder and she's getting ready to leave, but then she says, no, I'll stay and kill myself. I don't know. That's hard. I actually sat in on the trial a couple of days. And,
I'd like to see where...
It was kind of dark. It was looking kind of dark for Phil.
I'd like to see this guy's wig room or where he keeps the space helmet. Because that was a wild look. And he was getting hot chicks back at his house.
Yeah, that was the look. When you were in the courtroom, Adam Sachs, attorney at large.
Did he go Dutch boy, or did he have the helmet on, the space helmet?
Come on, give him a break.
Did he have the space wig?
It doesn't matter what he looks like. He's a goofy guy. He's short. He's weird. Yes, definitely.
What hair did he have?
People usually are.
What hair did he have when you saw him?
He had that blonde afro curly thing going on.
Oh, he did. He didn't go down to the Dutch boy?
No, he comes in with his wife. She's very proper, and they sit down, and he's paying attention. He's sitting there with the pad and writing it down.
Oh, he is taking notes.
Oh, heck yes, definitely. He's definitely aware of what's going on. He's
seems
very
rather
concerned.
nervous. Is he nervous?
I think he has a good reason to be nervous.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the highest profile person to ever be convicted of a felony like this, a murder.
He would be, this is a question, not a statement, would he be, I should say, eligible for the death penalty?
No, I don't think they're going for that.
Yeah, but isn't like 2 years in the can the death penalty for this guy?
Well, you have to wonder what would have happened to Michael Jackson, for example, if he had gone to prison. I mean, would he have been able to make it? And the answer is probably not.
I think Michael Jackson could take it in the can.
Well,
I
think
think not. No, I think he was a good suicide case, like Paris Hilton, by the way. I mean, one of the reasons that Lee Baca let her out early.
We saw that Paris couldn't take it in the can.
Yeah, well, Baca said, well, we're going to have her, kill herself over a driving infraction, a suspended license. That's not right.
Right. So when the sheriff determines, Adam, that somebody can't take it in the can, the sheriff has the leeway then to spring them for.
No. Not in the case of Spectre, for example. I mean, if it's murder, it's murder. But I mean, when you talk about Paris Hilton, they were saying, what are we doing? We're making an example out of her, and she's going to kill herself. Who's going to be happy for that?
Yeah, but you know
they have a responsibility.
But wherever he goes to prison, and I'm not saying he will, but the jury is still out. But if he is convicted and he goes to prison, can you imagine the gang members?
Well, he's very high profile.
Whether it's the white gang members, the black gang members, or the Hispanic gang members, he walks out onto that yard with that space wig.
Yeah, it's over.
No, it doesn't happen.
They would just eat him.
They have a place where they take care of high-profile people. They're not going to put him with the general population.
They would not do that to him.
What happens to the space wig?
In jail you have very limited options. I don't think they let you wear contact lenses. I mean, they're probably going to tell him, look, no wig, sorry.
All right. I'd like to buy that wig.
Put it on eBay.
I'd like to wear it.
Let's Craigslist that wig.
All right. Adam Sachs is with us. He's an attorney at law. We're at adamlaw.com or whatever.
Adamlawyer.com.
Adamlawyer.com.
Here, make no mistake about it. I mean, the smile and kind of the soft, velvety approach. The gentleman is here. The counselor is here to intimidate us.
On behalf of Danny Bonaducci.
I think you guys invited me, as far as I remember. I don't think this was a real hostile environment here.
Everybody's got a different story.
Good sex to me.
Okay. All right. It is the Conway and Whitman show, and we're live on 97.1 Free FM.
He is cute, but he does not look like good sex to me.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the Conway and Whitman show. We're live on 97.1 Free FM. Danny Bonaducci's attorney is with us, trying to
strong-arm us.
Get us thrown off the station. How dare you?
I can't believe what you guys get away with, with Jack. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time. It's been 10 years. All right, real quick, let's roll through the calls. Do we keep the Danny Bonaducci bit, yes or no? Darren in Glendora, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool bit. I got a new one, though. Hey, how many times can Danny Bonaducci start a sentence, well, I did this and I did that? He's the one-upper of anybody I've ever heard. Have you guys noticed that?
All right, let's not pile on, please.
We're asking a simple question. We have the game, Will Danny Kill It? His attorney is here to...
don't be mean to the guy.
To advocate for Mr. Bonaducci and to call for an end, cease and desist doing the bit. Should we continue doing the bit? That's the question.
Isabel in Bellflower.
Absolutely. It's funny, and I want to win something.
Okay. Nathan in Hollywood, you're on the air.
Oh, definitely. You should definitely keep that bit.
All right.
He's definitely this type of guy that loves his own voice, and he'll keep on doing it. He's like a seagull. Everything is mine, mine, mine.
Don't you love the guy? Everybody loves him.
All
Come
right.
on, come on.
Marshall in San Fernando, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm waiting to see the 97.1 SmackDown between all the on-air talent. I think you should get a cease and desist from Adam Sachs so you don't get into trouble like Heidi and Frosty and Frank did today from Sam Adu, and don't be responsible for when Adam Carolla show tanks and you get held responsible for it. So knock it off.
But you guys are bringing down the Adam Carolla show? I don't think so.
You know what? I think that we're promoting it more than any other show.
I'd like to introduce that caller to something called punctuation.
Yeah. Take a breath. Stuart in Placentia, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
How are you guys doing?
All right.
I happen to be a huge fan of the morning show. I think Danny and Adam and Teresa are hysterical.
It's a fun show to listen to.
It is hysterical, and what you guys are doing is just having more fun with their show.
Yes, it's one big happy family.
Exactly. Frosty, Honey, and Frank make fun of John and Jeff. You guys make fun of Adam and Danny. It's good.
Tom Likas attacks me.
Yeah, everybody attacks everybody. But you know what it is? It's like a real family. We're brothers and sisters, mom and dad. Everyone attacks each other.
So that's a vote to keep the bit?
Yeah. Taylor in L.A., you're on 97.1.
Yeah, the previous caller is exactly right. You guys are taking a piece of coal and turning it into a diamond.
Okay.
That's what we do.
I'm not sure that's the entire truth, but I'll take it. Oh, thanks, Adam. Mallory in Santa Monica, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Yes, definitely keep it. Danny's not funny. Somebody needs to point that out.
What? What did you say?
All right.
Put a sock in it for 1
Baby,
second.
let's not be mean to the guy, for God's sakes.
It's a joke. I mean, people laugh at
Do you know, I walk places, wait a second, I walk places with him in public. He is adored, okay?
He's
the guy is hilarious. Come on.
Yeah, just sometimes in the morning it's hard to be that funny. That's what we're saying.
Let me ask you a question, Counselor Adam
Yes.
Sachs.
Sachs, yes, please.
S-A-C-H-S.
C-K-S. S-A-C-K.
I asked for the spelling of your goddamn name, and this Randy Wang told me there was an H.
Why didn't you ask me?
Because I didn't want to ask you. Let me ask you. You're an open-minded intellect.
Absolutely.
Intellectual. Is it possible? In your view of the world, is it even possible? Is there room for the opinion that the caller expressed that maybe Mr. Bonaducci is not funny? Is there room in your world for that opinion?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to be funny for everyone, right?
All right. Now, in other matters here, because I think we've exhausted the bit here, and maybe we'll do it next week.
And I will point out a final tally, 5 votes to keep the bit, no votes to drop it.
Okay. What about this Michael Moore? Is this guy going to jail for going to Cuba?
Well, I mean, it wasn't just him. He took several people with him that were 9/11, rescue people, and they ended up getting quite sick. And it was obviously done to embarrass the U.S. and so forth. But it is illegal to travel to Cuba for an American.
No matter how you get there?
Well, there are some slight exceptions, and I think that Michael Moore might be okay because he's a journalist, and he might be able to get under the wire with that. But the people that were with him, no, not at all.
They're going to jail?
It depends, there's a discretion, whether the Justice Department wants to prosecute them. As far as I understand, they are going forward with it.
If the Justice Department wants to prosecute the people that Michael Moore took to Cuba with him.
It's a sad thought.
It's on video. What's the likelihood that they get fined and or go to jail?
100%. I mean, they did it. How are they going to deny it? It's on video. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Are you familiar with, because I'm not. I
didn't see it yet, but I heard it was interesting.
It's a great movie. And I'm not a big Michael Moore fan.
What's
an upsetting, amazing movie.
What's the penalty for something like that? Do you know?
It's a major fine, $50,000, and 3 to 5 years in prison.
Now, is there anywhere, let's say this Phil Spector, I mean, it's, people are just piling on now. He's got the Dutch boy is not working. The space wig is at home.
Stop with the wig. What do you want from the guy?
It doesn't look good for him. If on the eve that the jury goes to vote, and they're sort of laughing as they leave they're wondering why they have to go into the jury room.
Right.
Why they can't just sit in the box and raise their hand.
Sure.
Tim, you only need one juror. That's the key.
Would you recommend that he leave the country?
No, of course not. Ridiculous.
Why
There's
is that?
nowhere to go. It's illegal. You have to face the music.
So anywhere he goes, there's not a country in the world he can fly to with all that dough he's got.
I'm not going to give legal advice like that to anybody. I tell my client, hey, get out of the country, jump bail. That's crazy advice.
But is there any place he can go with all of his money?
There used to be certain places that were, very undeveloped or whatever, or there are certain religious issues like, an Irish person going to Ireland or a Jewish person going to Israel.
Not anymore?
All that's closed up.
There's not a chance, Adam, is there, in the event Mr. Phil Spector is found guilty of murder, is there a chance that, well, of course there's a chance he'll appeal and probably would appeal it. Is there a chance that a judge would allow him to be free on appeal?
Yeah, that's a big issue. Generally speaking, not. Generally speaking, they say the jury's verdict, guilty, and the deputies walk over and handcuff him and, take him out the side door right away. It's pretty dramatic
Did they take
stuff.
his wig off right there?
You got to stop with the wig.
Hey, if O.J. goes to Israel, would he be killed?
Would O.J. That's a great question.
Nobody talks about that enough. I mean, O.J.
I talk about it every day.
O.J. killed a Jewish person, Ron Goldman. And,
yes, he did.
I know that the Israelis keep a list. That's all I can say.
All right. All right, I know, Randy.
Not that they don't care about Nicole Simpson. Obviously, they care about her as well.
Well, absolutely. But I know that the Israelis definitely keep a list.
All right, thanks for
coming
coming
on the
by.
list. It's not a great thing.
At AdamLawyer.com, right?
Yes, that's right.
AdamLawyer.com, a great divorce attorney. And he'll be busting our balls in the future about this Danny Bonaduce. I'm sure he'll be back.
He's a great sport, and honestly, if you're thinking of getting a divorce,
yeah, call him.
You want to call this guy because Bonaduce raves about the service he gets from Adam.
AdamLawyer.com. Thanks for coming by, my brother.
Sure, no
All right, take care. It's Conway and Whitman live on 97.1 Free FM.
Sorry, comparatively speaking, she brings home sausages.
Interesting insights, Bonaduce.